today we're going to try and take an independent Wales to number 1. Now it's going to be quite tough. We start off, I think, with just under $1 million GDP, and I think it will drop because everything has shortages. So no one's going to have money. All our industries are going to fail. But we do start off with actually a decent literacy rate, which is quite good, as it'll help us get technology quite quick. And the first step we kind of need to do is get into Britain's custom unions, so we can actually use some of their goods to feed our people and stuff like that. But right now it's minus 21. So we're going to have to waste some money and start bankrolling them. This has a 1% chance to owe an obligation to us, and it will improve our opinion. Hopefully the attitude changes from disinterested to protective and not cautious. If it's maybe now. Yes, okay. Now the attitude has gone to genial. They will actually let us in. So we can stop bankrolling them, stop wasting our money. Customs union request accepted. So now, hopefully, most of our shortages are gone, as you can see. Sorry to jump in, but if you want to see more Victoria 3, make sure to subscribe. And if you go to the market tab, we are a part of the British market. This will allow us to go to the details and actually see things that are in shortage in the British market. So clothes, furniture, luxury clothes. So if we produce some of that by using their materials to actually make it, hopefully we can skyrocket our GDP. But our plan overall, I want to get at least top 10 GDP, maybe more depending on how the AI grows themselves. I want to become top 1 for literature and top 1 for standard of living. So they're my challenges. And I think if we can do that, we'll be one of the most powerful countries in the world, and I'll be happy with that outcome. So let's see, the most expensive thing will be clothes. So I think the first thing we should build is a textile mill. So we'll get that start to be built straight away. Actually, it's gonna take 88 weeks. What we're gonna do, it's a bit risky. We're going to build 5 construction sectors first to try and speed up our building time, as right now it's very slow. It might cost us some money, but it's going to be worth it. And we do have a technology to unlock. One great way to play is if you unlock mutual funds and you enable publicly traded on a lot of your buildings, you will get more capitalists. And if we go ahead and unlock this, capitalists invest more inside of our investment pool. So that means our investment pool is what's used for buildings. So if we unlock this and do publicly traded, we'll get a pretty big investment pool, and we can use that money to basically build for free. But if we go to technology, it's going to take like a few years. Yeah, it will take 12 years if we start in now. So it's probably not worth doing just yet. So for now, we'll just focus on production, maybe get mechanized workshops for our textile mills. So we need to unlock canneries first. We'll unlock that and we'll get mechanized workshops to hopefully massively improve our textile mills once they are built. We are kind of losing a lot of money, and we've almost finished our credit limit, and I think it's because we have 10 units, like 10 bracks built. So we're just going to delete them all. Now, of course, now we don't have a military, we do have to be careful and make sure, at least for now, Great Britain really likes us, as we're kind of safe. But what I want to do is build myself up, and definitely a bit later, I want to take some other land, maybe take some puppets across the sea, maybe in South Africa, maybe in Africa. We'll see how powerful we end up becoming. But there we are. It's finally built. It's going to start employing people, and it's going to be very productive, I hope, because they are worth quite a lot. Now, it is only size 1, so it's not going to be the most profitable thing. I'm going to take a risk. We've paid off about half of our credit. I'm going to try and upgrade this to level 5. It may push us over our credit limit. I hope not. It's going to be risky, but hopefully once they're all built, our GDP will jump up a fair amount, and this will be way more productive. And we can start unlocking mechanized workshops. It's going to take 28 months. Then we do get sewing machines for our textile mills and mechanized looms. And yeah, silk is actually very expensive. So what we can try and do is maybe import trade route and import some silk. So if we import silk from the Vietnamese market, hopefully that will bring the price down a little bit. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention about Wales is their coal mines are very effective. As you can see, I haven't touched it at all, and it's the #1 coal mine in the world. And if we actually go to Wales, we can see that we have the South Wales Valley. So we get plus 10% to coal mines efficiency. So yeah, coal mines are going to be a decent money maker for us as well. Usually they're not. Usually they're used to just fuel your other buildings. But I think if we upgrade this enough, we can definitely make coal one of our most profitable industries to boom our economy. We've unlocked mechanized workshops. So now we can do sewing machines and mechanized looms, and this has gone to the #1 textile mill in the world, and hopefully our GDP, yeah, you can see that jump. That's made these guys so much more productive, making a lot more clothes now as well. So hopefully we can start earning money, because we're not earning a lot, and we're on max tax right now. So people are going to start getting very unhappy with us if we don't fix that. We'll pick up a water tube boiler. We don't have any welfare payments, so people unemployed is not too much of an issue just yet. And it'll be less wages for some of our industries. So we'll pick up that. We will hopefully make a furniture manufacturer next because they're worth a decent amount of money. Oh, that is amazing. I was literally just thinking how we might have to get a university soon just to stay at number 1, really, so we can keep educating more people that come to our country through like migration and stuff like that. This guy's like, do you want me to build you one? Yes, I do. 100%. Please. So now we do have a university that can hopefully further educate us and get us technology even quicker. But we're just going to try it and try and not go over our credit limit. If we can build a... Let's see, are they still worth it? Yeah, so if we build a furniture manufacturer, that's more people working who can like pay their taxes to us. It's going to be worth it. It's going to take 30 weeks. We are using the investment pool. We've got 200,000 there. Then more people will be working, more taxes. Hopefully can slowly fix our economy. Yeah, that's great. We managed to basically build it without actually spending a penny of our own money. The investment pool completely covered that. And that's going to get, what, 5,000 more people in employment who won't enable the water tube boiler because we just need more people working, really. There you go. And with that, we're making almost 3k a month now. Income taxes have gone up. Poll taxes, exactly what we need. Okay, so we just passed mutual funds, a thing I was on about at the start. We have got up to about 7.7 million GDP. We're still in our credit limit, like balancing it with our investment pool to build more. But what we could actually do now, which I think I might, is go to our laws, try and pass this. Because if we pass this, we get capitalists give more money to our investment pool. So we need more capitalists. So we go to our buildings and we set them all to publicly traded. Now, doing that will give us slightly less money, like very slightly. But now we'll have more capitalists. If we go to our population, hopefully capitalists will increase a fair amount and they're going to invest more into our investment pool. Therefore, yeah, look, it's going up a fair amount now, our investment pool. So the more capitalists we get, the more money we get in our investment pool, the more money we can use to just build. Now, the problem is once this is passed, we won't be able to like subsidize our furniture and our big money makers. So we're just going to make sure they're profitable. Oh, we passed it very quickly, actually. So they contribute in about 10,000. And the more people we employ and the more buildings we build to publicly traded, we'll get more capitalists who then give more money to our investment pool. So hopefully soon, or maybe even now, we'll be able to build for free without actually affecting our own money. We're also now going to try and pass public schools. So we get 30% more education access. So hopefully our literacy can keep climbing. We can get back to the #1 spot. Although 74% is actually very good. But we'll try and pass it. See how that goes. It'll definitely be worth it. Then we'll get more technology quicker. And it's just a net benefit overall. And yeah, you can see at one point our population did start to dip quite heavily. Went down to like 700,000-ish. But now it is slowly creeping back up. It's predicted to grow 1.2% per year. Oh, there we are. We've just unlocked electrical capacitors. So now we can use electric sewing machines and automatic power looms in our textile mills. But first, we of course need to actually build power plants. Actually, what we'll do, we'll build our first power plant now. We haven't got one yet. For some reason, the capitalists don't pay for your power plants. Actually, I forgot about that. You have got to eat the costs of those, which sucks. And I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, but fine, fair enough, I guess. There we are. It is built. It is employing people. Thing is, on the British market, we might actually be the first person to produce electric. So that means nobody's using it. So nobody wants to buy it. Hopefully now we've built it, maybe more people will start using it. And the price of it goes really expensive. We can make a decent amount of money off our electric. Could be worth thinking about. We'll have to see how it goes. So finally, we have enough electric to actually power our electric sewing machines. So these guys can hopefully... Here we are. So now they're producing a lot more, way more efficiently. The #1 textile mill in the world. And our GDP is going to start going back up, I hope. So we are still making a lot of power plants. We just built 10. As you can see, it cost us a lot of money because, you know, capitalists hate power plants and won't pay for them out of the investment pool. You know, I'm the government. I should decide that. But no, what that does now mean is we can use the investment pool, start building things, and hopefully not go in so much debt, right? Cutting it close. We are down a lot of money, but we're going to build some government administration to fix our bureaucracy because it's very low. That means 100% tax waste. So yeah, we're not getting any tax. So we're going to fix that as well. As you can see, no one's paying us tax. Guys, please, tax. I need your tax. We're going to go bankrupt. The whole country's going to fall apart because we have minus 100 bureaucracy. Guys, come on. You can't do this. Okay, thank you. They're finally paying me tax again. But 1870 is going to be the turnaround point for us, I promise you. That is my goal. Our revenue is through the roof with income taxes. You know, no one's wasting my money anymore, which is always a good thing. And what we really need, yeah, is our migration to go up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off some of these taxes. Like, we're going to stop taxing grain. You know what? We'll stop them all. We'll make our population even richer. Let's stop adding taxes on things. And then if we go here and click decrees, we have Grass is Greener campaign plus 50% migration attraction. We also have encourage manufacturing industry. We'll put that on as well. And also, we'll have issue promote social mobility, so we have more education access. So our people will be even smarter. And hopefully their standard of living will go up. We're going to bring our taxes down as well, a fair amount, to hopefully skyrocket our standard of living, in turn increase our migration. Now, we could also try and enact restricted child labor. Right now, we are using child labor, but if we do this, we can increase our education institution. So, better education. Ooh, we have a revolution brewing. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't want to stop child labor, I guess. Are we going to have to just back down? Oh my God, we're going to have to back down. Stop. Please stop revolting. Oh my God. Why? Revolution is upon us. And we don't have... All we can do is have conscripts. We're going to recruit a general. We're going to lose our power. Yeah, this is bad. They're going to crush... We're down to 2 million economy. Our GDP has sunk. Right, we're going to build a barracks. They have 1 unit up. We need to build this quick. We'll get it, we'll say level 5. I think we can support a level 5 military once we restore our economy. They're cocky. Don't be cocky. We're about to smack you, I hope. All right, we're just going to start them advancing the front. 1v1, they have 3 now. This is awful. We can upgrade our military to higher level stuff. It's going to cost us a decent amount of money. Never been in a situation where I have no troops to instantly fight them off. So I am kind of scrambling. Our barracks are still being built. We've lost a lot of our construction sectors, so building is very slow. The war has broken out. This is awful. We're going to recruit another general. I guess he will pick up the newly built ones. Our side is keeping higher war score, which is a good start. Well, we have 3 now, so mobilize all. And all... There's no front. Can we not just like... why can't we take over their land? Apparently there's no front anymore. Okay, their war score is just plummeting, though. I don't get what has just happened. We have to try and fix our economy now. It's going to be in the bin. We still have 1 million in the gold reserves. Our GDP now will start going back up, hopefully to where it was once all of these fully employ and they get productive again. Well, that was just a massive mess, and it stopped all my construction queue. We want to build a lot more railways, mainly because, like I said, about the transportation thing. So we're going to focus on that next. Plus... yeah, our market access is terrible. Our turmoil is really bad because our standard of living, look, dropped heavily. It's just going to take a little while to fix all of this to get back where we were. Look, our GDP is already at 16, 17-ish million. We're going to have to eat some extra costs as well and subsidize our railway. Otherwise, they're just producing no infrastructure and our market access is terrible. So that's definitely something we need to do as well. And now our infrastructure is almost double what we need. We can probably pretty safely enable rail transportation for the available ones. So these guys will now have to hire less people. I think... right, because of this problem we just had with a revolt, all of our businesses are just in the bin and we can't subsidize them. So we're going to go back on what we did earlier, because this does stop us subsidizing them, although it does give us a bigger investment pool. But because we can't subsidize them, they're not employing people, so they're not actually ever going to become profitable, it seems. So we're just going to go back to this, to be honest. I think... that's our plan. And we're just going to eat a lot of debt, subsidizing all these buildings so they can get full employment, become profitable themselves, and then we can stop subsidizing them. Okay, finally, yes, it did pass. So now what we can do is we can come in these guys. Okay, that wording was quite weird. But we can subsidize them. So we can actually pay the wages employees want. And hopefully they'll start employing people. Yes, that's what we need. It's going to cost a lot of money. It is, but we need our electrics back up and running, because then a lot of these buildings do use electric. So if that's not being produced, these buildings are horribly unproductive. There we are. People are actually coming to work now. But we're subsidizing basically all our main money-making buildings right now. So our money is We're paying 35,000 in subsidies, but hopefully now these guys will actually get full employment. My buildings are honestly really struggling to recover from that. Our GDP is just dropping because even though we're subsidizing, people just keep leaving the jobs. So we're kind of really struggling. We need more people to come in, which they are. Now we can actually go from a monarchy, which is probably a good idea. We're getting to the 1900s. We could introduce a parliamentary republic. So with this, yeah, we'll just help our legitimacy. And you know what? It's more modern. Let's try and pass that, see how that goes. Our GDP is slowly fixing itself from the troubles we had. This is now being profitable as it is employing more people. We have managed to abolish the monarchy, but bro, our flag, what is this? Actually a disgrace. How dare they remove the best flag in the world for that? Yeah, that is what we're stuck with for now. I do want to introduce multiculturalism. If we can pass that, hopefully we'll get more people moving in. Like, even though our country is on its knees and people just keep leaving work, this is back down to 8,000 now. No idea why or what is going on. We have lowered taxes even more. We're taking the hit, but our standard of living did do a bit of a jump. So we're just relying on people moving here. I think our migration attraction look is high. So if we can just get a lot of people to move here because everybody's happy and rich, hopefully they'll then come and work our jobs. Oh, we actually did manage to pass it. So yeah, I do wonder if that affects our migration attraction because now more cultures will want to move here, I guess. In path to liberalism, all we need to do is either have census or universal suffrage. So maybe after this, we will try and pass one of those laws. Like anything we can do now to push like a happier country. Except from welfare payments because we don't make enough money for that. So sorry, guys. Now, I am hoping once we do kind of slowly now rebuild our economy to do some wars. So I am going to start going into some military tech. You're quite far behind. So we can unlock these quite fast, especially with a very high literacy rate. So we're going to start focusing on military a bit now as well. Look at that. Our furniture manufacturers are now, well, it's the most productive building in the world. It's making a lot of money. So we're going to upgrade it 5 levels. We're going to keep upgrading things. Once we have a sort of stable, like, good economy, I think we can get to 100 million. I really think we can. Our population is now 2 million as well. It's shot right up. So I do think having like multiculturalism that does help. Like more people want to come to your country, which makes sense. So we can have census. Literate men of particular status are given a vote, or every adult man is given an equal vote. You know what? We like that one more. Let's make things equal in our country. We want to be a very rich and progressive country. I think that's our plan. And then we ruin it with wars, but don't talk about that just yet. The people don't know. Don't give them any idea. Oh, we passed that very quick. So now all we need to do for this journal entry, next time we have an election, change our government to have someone with one of these ideologies. There we are. We've hit 50 million. Yes, let's go. So we have got a lot more power plants down, which is definitely helping. It's costing us a lot of money, though. Not the best thing, but guess it's the way it goes. Now we are as well able to pass like an army model law, so we can pass mass conscription. So you have more barracks level, plus 100 conscription center max level, 4% conscription rate, and 100% training rate. That would allow us to mobilize 81 battalions compared to our current 20. So we will pass that, as we are of course hoping to do some wars. So that's probably quite a smart law for us to pick up right now. We're up to 62 million GDP now. That puts us what? Still 9th. Look, it is skyrocketing. We're not too far away from United States of America and Russia and the British Raj. And then 5th place, look, is a massive leap, which I don't know if we'll be able to close that gap. Remember, we are just running on one state, so we don't have like loads of states to build loads of buildings in. Oh, and hopefully, once all these are built, we may actually pass 100 million. Yes, there we are. We actually passed 100 million GDP. So now I think we are behind. Yes, we're behind. Oh, the Great Qing is on 192 million. So we're about halfway to get into the top 5. Not so great. Our literacy rate is dropping because we're getting a lot of people move to the country. So we are now as well going to start doing more investments into our universities. Try and get a lot more education. Oh, that's actually very good. Great Britain wishes to enter into a defensive pact with us. So if any of us get attacked, we'll defend each other. That's good because, yeah, we want Great Britain to very much like us. They're very infamous. Yeah, they've been doing a lot, but they're very powerful. So that works for us. Okay, so it is 1901. Our economy is 142 million. Our literacy is 81%. Our standard of living is 27.7, which puts it number 1 in the world. And we are over 6.2 million population. Now, our economy looks like it's struggling mainly because the price of hardwood oil comes and goes like every once in a while. So I'm not too worried about that. Should go. Yeah, but yeah, hardwood, the price of hardwood has just shot up. We're trying to import it and we can't. So we are struggling for hardwood. Now, we're going to try now and finally see if we can maybe like puppet someone. Okay, so we are 8th worldwide. There's a few people above us, but you know, they're very big, as you would expect. Their population is massive compared to ours. And we have been busy and we've built 50 barracks for more units. And we can get pretty powerful units. Chemical weapons specialists and squad infantry as well now. And we also have built some naval bases. Now, all we need to do is if we go to our military, let's get, say, 2 more generals. And then we'll promote each general as well. We'll promote them twice. And we'll get 1 more admiral. And now you can see we have a decent-ish army. And you know what? We'll try and puppet Chile. So diplomatic plays, make puppet Chile. Now, it'll be Chile and Peru. Peru's very powerful, actually, for some reason. But then Britain, France, United States, Argentina, Ecuador, Paraguay, and Uruguay may join on their side. So we've got to hope that doesn't happen. Everyone's kind of in the middle, which is good for us. So now what we need to do is activate our conscripts in Wales. Wait a little while for these guys to mobilize. See how this plays out. Maybe it'd be good if we could sway someone eventually. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. These guys are surprisingly powerful on their military. Hopefully their military is just very under-equipped, where ours is quite advanced. That will definitely sway it in our way. And you know what? Maybe for a war goal, if we conquer state, we can conquer their capital. We'll take Peru, Bolivia's capital as well during that war. And we'll also ask for war reparations from Peru, Bolivia. So there we have it. War with Chile has broken out. So go to our military tab. We're going to mobilize all generals. It's going to be expensive. What we're going to do is we're going to increase our taxes. It's going to make people a little unhappy, but it's not the end of the world. Then we're going to do a naval invasion of Chile. We'll start right there. We'll do 2 naval invasions with our 2 biggest armies, and hopefully they're able to actually do this. Otherwise, that would be terrible if they just can't even board. But we do have quite an advanced military. Our conscriptions are terrible, but there's a lot of them. So I think that kind of makes up for it, as long as our main military is quite advanced. Other than they have bicycle messengers. But other than that, we have chemical weapons and field hospitals. So they're good overall. They're fighting off the enemy interception, which looks like they're going to win. So that means we will board the land. Oh, there they are. They're up here for some reason. As long as we can win both of these. Let's see. Our offense is only 28. They have 40. I don't know why our offense is so bad. Oh, insufficient naval support. Okay, but as long as we can land, I think we can absolutely dominate them. Failed defense, successful attack. So now all our guys have boarded. I don't think we even need this guy. We're going to stand this guy by. I think we can just win now with these 2. Once we start occupying their territory as well, their war support will plummet. You know what? We'll start another naval invasion up here as well. We'll start attacking their land with the guy who's standing by. So we'll start getting some war score against Peru, Bolivia. Because I imagine Chile will drop out first and will still be a war with Peru, Bolivia for war reparations and conquering that state. Nice, they have landed now and they've got no one stopping them, so they can just run through their land quick. Yeah, our offense is 95. Their defense is about 40. We have more units, more offense, so I think we're good. Oh, Bolivia actually gave up already. So we get their war reparations and we conquer their capital. As you can see, we have got their capital now as well. And now we're only at war with Chile, so we'll send some of our guys home. We do have a new state. We're going to start incorporating it, but for now, our full focus is on this war. And Chile have given up as well. And as a puppet, they pay 20% of their treasury to us. So right now, yeah, they're paying us just under 4k, and Bolivia are paying us war reparations. But, you know, they're not paying us much because we did just steal their capital. Ooh, we can actually form an alliance with Britain. Okay, let's do that then, actually. Right, we just expelled the USA's diplomats. So now they're not very much a fan of us. And we're going to try and end this video with a war against America. Now, we're going to have Great Britain and Chile on our side. They're going to have Indian territory and Schleswig. France may join either side. So we're going to start it. And we're going to add war goals, conquer state. And we're going to conquer a few states throughout their land. We're going to go for Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, as well as some war reparations from America. That does put our infamy at notorious. But what we're going to do is we're going to activate all our conscripts in Wales and hope, as long as France don't join their side, we should actually be good to win this. Look, Wales has come a long way. Our GDP is not far off 170 million. Our education is 4th in the world. Standard of living is 2nd in the world. It has dropped a little bit, mainly just because we've had to focus on wars and that. So our taxes have gone up. Therefore, our population is less rich. Got almost a 9 million population as well. There we are. France declared themselves to be neutral, so we got nothing to worry about now. It's kind of unlucky, I guess. They did back down, so we only got our primary war goal. So yeah, we didn't get to the big finale, but I think we've done quite well as Wales. We can drop our taxes as well. We got a lot of money. Our standard of living will go up again, probably to number 1. But overall, we did quite well. The Welsh economy is booming, as you can see. And in the world rankings, we are 9th. Now, we can't go above what place? Oh, we can't go above 9th because we're counted as a subject to Great Britain, mainly because we are in their customs union. And by prestige, technically we are 5th, but of course we can't go above 9th. But of course, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. And I'm going to end the video with a massive thank you to all the channel members. We have Intermia1, Endulus, and Victor Voss Anderson. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.